Will I be able to see those photos? Taziona?
The melanin queen. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu. Sisi ndo wale tuliobarikiwa na Baba. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu. Sisi ndo wale tuliobarikiwa na Baba. Sina hela, sina pesa, sina doo, sina nyumba, sina gari, sina hoo. Kila kukikucha minayowaza kesho, tapiga moyo konde nitafika hoo. Wanaokudharau leo watakusalimia kesho. Wanaokusema sema watakusifia kesho. Unaokula nao na kucheka nao, kesho kidondoka utokuwa nao. Piga moyo konde, wakati wa Mungu, wakati sahihi. Piga moyo konde, wakati wa Baba, wakati sahihi. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu. Sisi ndo wale tuliobarikiwa na Baba. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu. Sisi ndo wale tuliobarikiwa na Baba. Jana niliumwa nikadhani nitakufa, leo niko fiti, ukinicheki nadumbika. Nilipotishwa kazi walidhani nitasota, leo niko juu ile kibofu nadumbika. Kama unaamini umesaidiwa na Mungu, piga kelele, kelele moja, kelele mbili. Kama unaamini umesaidiwa na Mungu, piga kelele, kelele moja, kelele mbili. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu. Sisi ndo wale tuliobarikiwa na Baba. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu.
Colleagues, welcome to the versatile team Naivasha Green World School Distributors. Today is 31st of January 2024. My name is Patrick Njoroge Mwaniki. I'm a 5-star consultant, rapidly moving over to 6-star distributors. So welcome team, welcome to this Health Fellowship Hour. Today being a Wednesday, actually it's 36 p.m. I will take you through one of the key products from Green World. One of the key products pertaining to our health, and this time we are not living in it gender behind, it's both men and women. Men, we know that men, we are the pillars of the society, supported by our sisters, the women. So health for both gender is key. So today I will bring to you two products, one for men, the other one for women, and those products will be taking care of our key organ in the body. Let's get started. In our body, in the abdominal cavity, we have two bean-shaped organs that are called kidney. Each functional human being, a man or a woman, has two kidney that we were given by our creator. So today we want to look at the kidney for men, the kidney for our sisters, the women. So I'm going to bring to you a product that we call the kidney tonifying capsules for men, the kidney tonifying capsule for women. Welcome aboard. We start with that technical term we are calling tonifying, kidney tonifying capsule. The word is tonify. What is to tonify? To tonify is a medical term that we borrow from green world. Tonify, a medical term that we borrow from our host, the green world. And what does it mean, tonify? It's quite simple. To tonify means that if we take, for example, our organ, the kidney, we want to make the kidney functional for its purpose. We want to make the kidney maybe stronger. We want to build the capacity of the kidney, maybe some people can say we want to make it a bit firm. We want to make it a bit smooth so that it can carry out its function. We want the kidney, for example, to remain moist. What we can say, it should be well hydrated. We want the kidney to be of the correct shape, firm, so that it can carry out its function. No wonder now we have the kidney tonifying capsules. Right here, I'm going to take you through these wonderful product from Greenworld, the kidney tonifying capsules for men. Here we go. Yes, well packed there. And we have this other product, the kidney tonifying capsules for our sisters, for ladies. Those are the key products that we shall be taking. I will be taking you through. Now, before I go to the body of my discussion, we all know that for us to maintain our kidney in a functional way, okay, you have to take deliberate steps to make sure that your kidney are well tonified, whether you are a man or a woman. So things like proper diet is very, very important. Things like exercise, physical exercise, maybe jogging or some weightlifting, very, very important. Drinking of fluids, maybe water and other liquids, very, very important. The weight control, okay, it's very, very important that we check on those parameters so that we maintain our kidney in the proper functional state. I'm going to take you through maybe 3 areas. For example, we are going to look at the functions of the kidney with reference to Greenwald, what we call the TCM, the traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, maybe. I'm going to take you through a kidney capsule For men, I've already said that. I'm also going to take you through the kidney care capsule for women. So to begin with, there is a picture on the way the kidneys are structured in our body. We have said that the kidneys are located in the abdominal cavity. We have one kidney on the right, another one on the left. The kidney receives oxygenated blood, or I can just call it blood for now. It receives blood from the artery, a main artery that supplies blood to the kidney. We call it the renal artery. It supplies blood to the kidney. So there is one renal artery supplying blood to the right kidney, another renal artery supplying kidney to the left kidney, the renal artery. Renal artery brings blood all the way from the heart, and then it comes to the kidney. As the blood comes to the kidney, the blood has different composition. We are going to look at that, and it's the work of the kidney to purify the blood, besides other functions that we are going to look at. Once the blood has been purified in the kidney, the blood is going to exit out to go to the general circulation via what we call the veins. So medically, we call it the renal vein. Renal vein drains blood from both the right kidney and the left kidney back to the general circulation. So you note those two blood vessels. Renal artery brings in blood. This blood has different compositions, including some wastes, maybe different salts, maybe different toxic substances, and as it exits after purification, the renal vein, and then back for general circulation. A brief word about the kidney. We know that the kidney are bean shaped. We all know the bean, that small seed we call the bean. The kidney is bean shaped. Okay, so that means that the inner part of the kidney is what we would call concave side, the concave side of the kidney, and the outer side is what we would call the convex side. Concave side, the inner side, and that's where the renal and the renal vein and renal artery gets in. They'll also exit the inner side, concave side, and the convex side. Before I go to the key functions with reference to our mother company, Green World, if you meet maybe when we were in school a long time ago and you pose a question to somebody, what's the role of the kidney? We would just say that kidney helps in excretion. Excretion is when we remove the waste materials from our body through urine. There's a technical word that we can say that again, it can be used for osmoregulation. That is the control of the fluids, the waters in our body, osmoregulation. In the blood, there are various salts like potassium salts, sodium salts. We would say that ionic balance in our bodies. That's also a key role of kidney. The pH of the soil, of the blood too. So regulation of the pH of the blood is also a role of the kidney. So in general, we are saying that all mammals have a pair of kidneys that are located in the abdominal cavity. They are bean shaped. They are red in color. So let's now go to the finer details of the functions of the kidney. The functions of the kidney, besides what I have said, we are going to break them into 5. We have already said that the kidney filters the blood, it expels the waste, that is true. But now let's go to specific functions. So function number 1, major functions of the kidney based on the Chinese medicine and all that. So the first one is it keeps the fluid balanced. It keeps the plasma fluid balanced. We are going to look at the more details about that. Kidney. The kidney also helps, number 2, to adjust the reproductive system. We are going to look at that. The kidney helps to produce certain hormones that are very important in reproduction. Number 3, the kidney helps in generation of the blood cells. We have the red blood cells, the white blood cells, the platelets, etc. Number 4, the kidney helps to generate the immune cells. Very, very important, so that we can guard against, our body should be strong enough to guard against attack by disease. There is the immune cells. Number 5, we are going to say that the kidney, one way or another, helps to strengthen our bones. Let's go to function number 1. The kidney keeps the fluid balanced. The fluid balanced. Now, our body is made up of many systems. There is the systems now that goes hand in hand with the kidney, what we call the urinary system. So the urinary system is made up of kidney. Then we have the ureters. Ureters, they carry urine from the kidney to the bladder. So number 3, you have the urinary bladder. And then there is the urethra. Urethra carries urine from the urinary bladder out to the external world. Now, when we look at the finer details, the finer makeup of the kidney, we find that we have very fine structures that we call the nephrons. A nephron is the very basic unit that does the purification of the blood. Because I wouldn't want to go to very details, because the blood is filtered in the structures that we call the glomerulus and the tubules. All the blood is filtered out through the nephrons. Some of the wastes are going to be carried away, but the important elements are going to be reabsorbed back. So we are talking about the nephrons. So the kidney is made up of very, very many tiny parts that we call the nephrons. When the blood, when we talk about keeping the fluid balanced, for a human being who is normal, we would expect that we have now the composition of the blood. And we would say that the big percentage of the blood is made up of water, basically water fluid. So water constitutes as much as 95% water, the fluid water. Key. That's why now I'm saying we have to keep our bodies hydrated, because water is the key element. All the ions, all the waste products, all the urea, they are all dissolved in the water. So 95% is the composition, or is the percentage of water in our blood. So that's the first one. Another component that is in the blood is urea. Now, urea is one of the excretory products that will not be reabsorbed back in the nephron. Urea constitutes 2%. Urea comes about when there is breakage of proteins in our body, so the excess is removed in form of urea. Now, urea is less toxic product compared to uric acid. So uric acid is made less poisonous, less toxic to be in form of urea, hence is going to be excreted away. There is also some small percentages of uric acid, 0.03% uric acid, which is more poisonous than urea. There is another component we call the creatine, 0.1%. We have now the salts that are in form of ions. So we have sodium ions, the ionic form. We have potassium ions, we have chloride ions, we have phosphate ions. So the body must maintain the balance of these ions because these ions are required, some of them in the conduction of nerves, all the way say from the brain, we know the nerve cells. So the ions are very important. So the salts constitute about 1.4%, and that level should not go high or lower than that. Other elements in our blood are things like ammonia. Ammonia is highly poisonous. It must be removed, 0.04%, a very, very small percentage. Now, people with issues of health, we would go ahead and find that sometimes we even have proteins in the blood. Now, there should be no protein in the blood. If you go for medical checkup and they find that we have proteins, that is one indicator of ill health. No wonder now we have the kidney tonifying capsules for men to take care of that, and the kidney tonifying capsules for our sisters, the women. So proteins should not be in blood. It doesn't matter the percentage, it should be 0%. Glucose too should be in minimum percent in our blood. So note that point number one, we want to keep the fluid balanced. Okay, that is a key role performed by the nephron. It is in the nephron that now we are going to have those exchanges. Initially, all the blood is filtered into the nephron, and as the blood ascends up, rather down and up in the nephron, the useful substances are going to be reabsorbed back. Let's go to function number 2 about the kidney. This is very key. The kidney help in a reproductive system for both the man and for the women. Reproduction is key, so that we have maybe the families can get young ones for perpetuation of the human species. So we believe that the kidney generates a substance that is key in any sexually matured adult. Any sexually matured adult, a female or a male, the kidney would be key in producing this substance. Key in producing them. When we have less of this substance being produced, it means that that person is going to have issues. When we have excessive production of that, it means that that person will also have issues. So right from the teenage age, the sexual maturity, as we continue getting ready to be future parents, you continuously produce that substance that is going to be necessary for sexual maturation. Number 2, as far as the reproduction system is concerned, the kidney supports the reproduction, rather the development of reproductive system and its normal function. The reproductive system. Key reproduction system are things like now the ovaries. We need a certain hormone to make sure that the ovaries are growing. Teenager age, as you age to be a potential mother. For the males, we know that we have the testes that will later produce the sperms. All these require substances that their origin would come from the kidney and all that. Okay, so as maybe for the young girls, as they prepare to start receiving their menses, they are becoming women, it is very, very important that we have these substances. I don't want to go to the technical bit and all that. The next point about the reproduction, we are still in production. We would say that this substance that we are saying, these hormones, we would mention them. They are produced, some of them, in the adrenal glands. They are hormones. We have the testosterone for men, and also men produce, although not in great quantities, we have the estrogen. Once in a while, when you're moving about, you'd find a man who has a very smooth or soft tone, and that would come about because there are high levels of estrogen. But for a strong man, it is the testosterone that gives us that energy, as even prepared to be even fathers. For our women, the hormones we are talking about is the estrogen hormone, very, very important, estrogen, so that now it can start preparing that woman, in quotes, to be a mother in the future. And also testosterone, the women produce testosterone to a small extent. So these hormones are produced in the adrenal glands. Now adrenal glands are situated just above the kidney, and when you come to age, these hormones give us that vigor, so that we can play our role accordingly. The third functions of our kidney is that they generate the blood cells. Kidney generate the blood cells. Which blood cells are we talking about? We have the red blood cells, the white blood cells, we have the platelets, and all that. We know that the red blood cells, they help in transportation of oxygen. They help in transportation of oxygen. Oxygen is transported from the lungs. It is transported all the way from the lungs, carried into the blood, and it is circulated in the blood, so that it can reach the cells wherever they are. Okay, so the red blood cells will also be generated at the kidney level. That's one. The other cells are the white blood cells that help us when we want, or when we are attacked by disease causing organism. For example, when you have a flu, it is the white blood cells that are going to assist us to fight that flu. The platelets too are also going to be manufactured at the kidney stage and all that. So we are saying that it is very important that we have the concentration of these blood cells, because now when we have less of the red blood cells, it means we shall not be able to carry the correct concentration of oxygen from the lungs. Okay, when we have less white blood cells, it therefore means that we can be attacked by the diseases, because we are not able to fight the diseases. So these blood cells originally come from the kidney, both the left and the right. And that's why we are saying that we maintain the correct strength or the correct power of the kidney. Tonify the kidney. The kidney tonifying capsule for men. The kidney tonifying capsules for our ladies. These two capsules are available in our shop here in Naivasha, and you are welcome to come and even consult and see what you can do about your kidney. We go to the fourth function of the kidney. The fourth function of the kidney is to generate immune cells. Very, very important. Immunity, the immune cells. Very, very important. Now, as we continue developing, there is what we call the stem cells that are found in the bone marrow of adults. They are the source of the blood cells and all that. The stem cells are the ones that help in the generation of the immune cells. So they divide to form new immune cells, and therefore very, very important, so that we protect our body against invasion by the disease causing pathogens and all that. Let's fortify our bodies with the two products from Green World. Thank you for being with me this evening in that wonderful presentation about the kidney. Share this with a friend. Share this among us, the brothers. Share this among us, the sisters. Issues of kidney health are on the rise, key because of the wrong lifestyles. We are a bit passive in exercises. We are not eating well. We are not drinking well. Share this talk with your neighbors, with our family, and let's keep healthy. So thank you for that presentation, everybody. God bless you. Come for these products. We are in Naivasha, the versatile team. Our offices, as you already know, they are located hapa karibu na hoteli inaitwa Mama Jambi, opposite the Kenya Women offices. You are welcome. God bless you. We know that our health is our wealth. Health is wealth, and wealth is our health. Thank you so much. God bless you. Tupatane siku nyingine. Thank you so much.
The melanin queen. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu. The melanin queen. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu. Sisi ndo wale tuliobarikiwa na Baba. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu. Sisi ndo wale tuliobarikiwa na Baba. Sina hela, sina pesa, sina doo, sina nyumba, sina gari, sina hoo. Kila kukikucha minawaza kesho, tapiga moyo konde nitafika hoo. Wanaokudharau leo watakusalimia kesho. Wanaokusema sema watakusifia kesho. Unaokula nao na kucheka nao, kesho kidondoka utakuwa nao. Piga moyo konde, wakati wa Mungu, wakati sahihi. Piga moyo konde, wakati wa Baba, wakati sahihi. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu. Sisi ndo wale tuliobarikiwa na Baba. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu. Sisi ndo wale tuliobarikiwa na Baba. Jana niliumwa nikadhani nitakufa, leo niko fiti, ukinicheki nadumbika. Nilipojishwa kazi walidhani nitasota, leo niko juu ile kibosi nadumbika. Kama unaamini umesaidiwa na Mungu, piga kelele, kelele moja, kelele mbili. Kama unaamini umesaidiwa na Mungu, piga kelele, kelele moja, moja, kelele mbili.